Hello travelers! I am Lorekeen, your traveler's guide to Tyria. In our last episode we visited the town of Asuran, the very first stop for all aspiring Asuran adventurers where go big or go home isn't just a motivational quote, but the way of life. Their spirited determination for recognition is contagious, which is exactly why today we visit their laboratories, where carefully prepared golems are put to the ultimate test in battle, and victory is the only acceptable result.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hinterlabs Plaza! We're gearing up for a golem battle you'll never forget!
Ho ho ho! Bring on the golems!
Our first stop is Terranexic Lab, located right in the heart of Asuran. Rennie can tell you that her lab isn't just on the cutting edge of paramagical research, their edge is a slicing and dicing kind. Their leader, Ida, worked her coaxial magicer to a nub trying to get a spot on this team, and then it took her 10 years to maneuver into the crew leader position. Her predecessor met with a tragic accident while testing electromagical surge protection. Every now and then, they still find bits of her around the lab. But it was all worth it, as Ida's work put Terranexic on the map. At the present, Ida is also the oldest crew leader in the area, and for this she feels she has to prove that her golemancing techniques aren't outdated.
Preparations are complete. RCK-7550, activate!
Is it that time already?
We must proceed to the testing location to make sure the golem will be ready on schedule.
RCK-7550, mobilizing. Coordinates locked.
Under Ida's supervision, her crew developed a process to siphon energy from the Earth, and use it to augment their golem, RCK-7550.
Brace yourselves, things are about to get bumpy.
It produces great results, but their golem needs some protection, as RCK-7550's earth-shattering technique tends to draw unwanted attention from jungle worms and earth elemental.
Excelsior! It's time to go humiliate our fellow Golemancers! To the arena!
I hope you are thirsty for more, because next on our list for today is the Hydrone Unit.
I have an advanced degree in applied thaumaturgical toxicity. Why should I choose Hydrone over other labs?
There are no others. Incinergen deals in guesswork, and the opticalium are just too critical.
If unrepeatable experiments and unvarnished plagiarism are what you're after, ours may not be the lab for you.
Ruka's in charge here, leading a bunch of brainy Asura on a mission to completely obliterate their opponents at the Battleground Plaza. As you have already probably guessed from the name of their lab, this golem uses water to empower its attacks. From Ruka's point of view, the Hydrone HY5000 is perfect. Her crew only ever needs to perform regular maintenance and to power it up, and making a tweak here or an adjustment there is how they pass the time. This crew also spent some time hunting breeze riders for their beautiful round orbs of power. Eyes, they are talking about the rider's eyes. That's their trade secrets and what powers the Hydrone HY5000 golem.
If we want to crush the competition, and we do, we must upgrade our weaponry.
We need breeze rider eyes. The more we have, the more formidable our high 5000 golem becomes.
Activate the etheropods. I want breeze riders flocking here by the dozens.
On it. One flock of etheropods powering up.
They use etheropods to lure the breeze riders and they need your help to protect the devices. The etheropods are hologram projectors and there is still a debate who is the real expert on these things. Or how they work.
Etheropod. E-T-H-E-R-O-P-O-D. One of the most advanced devices in existence, and I'm the sole living expert on how it works. The etheropod emits a vibration undetected by most creatures. Breeze riders, however, not only sense it, they're attracted to it.
On the contrary, the etheropod emits a sound wave that tickles receptors in breeze rider oral cones. I am the true expert on etheropods. My mentor invented them, after all. She passed her knowledge down to me, directly, not to him.
Regardless of the theory behind this, it seems these orbs of power do the trick.
A massive eyes, as requested. This should be enough to reach maximum capacity.
Better late than never. I'll handle the transmutations this time.
Power level increased. Standing by to kick bottom and chew bubblegum. Error. Out of bubblegum.
5,000, we're counting on you. I want you to shatter the other golem into jagged metal confetti. To the arena!
Mobilizing. Destination. Battleground Plaza.
Bimbo.
Blockhead.
From water to fire, our next point of interest is the Incinergen Labs. And speaking of interest, the Order of Whispers has Agent Golem stationed here. He never knows what to expect inside. No really, he has no idea. And he's not the only one.
What does the red one do?
I honestly don't know.
Okay, what does the green one do?
Not a clue.
Okay, what does the blue one do?
No! Whatever you do, do not under any circumstances touch the blue one!
Okay, what does the gray one do?
No idea.
These geniuses keep themselves busy with actually doing some science. Or at least trying, but their collaborations seem heated up.
Every time you run the Hyperhawk test, I have to go through behind you and fix all of your criteria.
My criteria are fine. You're using the wrong subspace.
No, you're using the wrong subspace, and your criteria are wrong.
Aggressive, I know, but from such passion come hot ideas.
I'm considering fabricating buttons to sell to tourists that say I got burned at Incinergen Labs. Get it? Burned at Incinergen?
I think if you did that, Chalk would fire you from Incinergen. Get it? Fire you from Incinergen?
Chot, the leader of these crew, spends most of his time next to the Wild Flame Caverns, because that's where he can augment this golem's firepower to max output. Fire opals symbolize the most fervent love, but they're also quite handy for powering Incinergen K8-1080, their golem prototype. If you had any sense of adventure whatsoever, you'd go get them some, and hurry up about it, before they cool down and turn to amber. And if you think this is dangerous, you should know that back in the days, 250 years ago, this cave was full of raptors and their broodmother.
These caverns are the perfect geometric configuration to produce a proliferation of fire opals. Go in and get them.
I thought fire opals only develop near fire elementals.
Is that a problem?
I'm sure I could handle a few fire elementals, but surely the 1080 would be a more efficient choice for this.
We must save its strength for the golem battles. You're disposable. It's not. Go on now. I don't have all day.
If Incinergen K8-1080 wins, tonight for a celebratory dinner, Chot will delight in sweetbread and cream. He knows what's good.
We're out of time. We don't have enough for maximum power, but it'll have to do. Remind me to find a way to control time one of these days.
I'll put it on your calendar. For now, we need to get to the battle arena. Lead the way, 1080.
Mobilizing. Destination. Battleground Plaza.
I swear, I heard him say if lightning went against fire, which would win? The discussion then lasted an hour.
How ridiculous.
That's what I thought. It's immediately obvious to anyone with a brain that lightning would extinguish fire.
And here are the last contenders at the Battleground Plaza, the crew from the Prooji's Aeronotics lab where cutting-edge tech meets a splash of electrifying drama. Prooji, the head of this team, used to be part of the legendary Prooji crew until his buddy Cole pulled a move straight from a soap opera and joined the Inquest, stealing all their research on his way out. Heartbroken but not defeated, Prooji didn't lose his spark. He bounced back, started a new crew, and created Arrow, a lightning-powered golem, in hopes of proving to everyone who looks down on his new crew that they are indeed worth recognition and respect.
I'd better go check on our colleague. He's been preoccupied lately.
I'll go. You wait here. You don't need any more sweet rose bread from the canteen. You're chubby enough as it is.
How'd you know?
Before the fight, Arrow needs to charge up from these storm cloud generators that were probably produced on Gallifrey. The golem will be vulnerable then, and it might need your protection.
What are you doing here, Cole? I don't have time for you right now.
I've been watching you, waiting for an opportune moment. That moment is now. Your experiment has left your golem incapacitated and defenseless. What do you think will happen to the energy stored by your precious golem should it cease to function?
The energy would be wasted, but why would it do that?
Because the inquest is going to terminate it, you fool.
Inquest! They're trying to sabotage our golem! Foil their despicable plan!
We've done it. Air Quad Zero's power is at maximum capacity.
The Battleground Plaza! We're going to stomp the competition!
Mobilizing. Destination, Battleground Plaza.
Under normal circumstances, you would expect the researchers at the Golemagical Institute to assist at these fights, but after the whole messy business with the inquest and their prototype X-Golem, most of them quit, whining about not feeling safe anymore. But the most committed of them remain, and well, now they enjoy a little bit more space.
The device affectionately known as the Brain Scrambler went online this morning.
Sorry I missed it. The trial runs were hilarious.
And here we are finally at the arena. Tia can tell us of the history of this place. It used to be a waiting pool until a spirited game of Skalk Ooze led to a fight between rival researchers. When their slap fight escalated into a full-on golem battle, a crowd gathered to watch. Next day, the pool was drained and converted to a battleground where labs could test their golems and claim the title of Superior Golemancer. Tia says that once a year, they still fit this place with water for the annual Skalk Ooze Championships. I guess I missed a few editions.
Genius high and genius sets! The time approaches! I want to hear you make some noise!
Whoa! Yay!
Hey, you married, cutie? Woo! Yeah!
That's it. Get rowdy. The golems will be here shortly.
As you can imagine, this place attracts all kinds of Golemancers and their prototypes. And Calcutician Doola was assigned by the Arcane Council to keep metrics and records on all of them. They did it to sideline Doola with paperwork, but little do they know her golemancing days are far from over. Apparently, she pioneered the modern golem ankle joint. If it wasn't for her, golems would still be constantly tipping over. Doola is working on many things, like sleeping golems that make the repair of them easier, golem welders that can fine-tune her creations, golem assistants with personality, and even many games of RC Golem that you can see all around the Hinterlabs, which stopped functioning at some point, to cater to the new player's experience. Anyway, the story is that Doola invented this game in her parents' garage, back in Ak Wilds, by embedding a device in each control panel around a chessboard. Although suspiciously, very similar games, but with an older architecture, can be found in Auric Basin. And these ones are functional. Still, you can support Doola's research by interacting with the SRV 3296 golems, toolboxes, control panels, defeating haywire and hostile golems around the area. Go ahead, make her golems sing.
Calculating efficiency. Please wait. 1,417 errors.
Anyway, this is where our brave researchers are testing their golems in fierce battles. And so far we have water, fire, earth, and air. What's missing? Oh yes, a mod and a bit of heart. This young genius conducted experiments using augmentation of his HRT 7777 golem's power source, so his prototype has an emotion replication matrix. Which comes very handy, especially when the inquests come visiting, bringing their garbage golem along.
Now that we're all here, we can finally put this argument to rest.
Yes, a free-for-all golem bout. The victor will be recognized as the unquestioned superior Golemancer.
One more golem battle to decide once and for all? I accept those terms.
Let's go over some ground rules first.
Ah, how interesting to find all of you here. Have I arrived in time for another golem battle?
Move along, Emot. This battle is to determine which of us is the superior Golemancer.
Your golem can't compete on the same level as ours.
Not until you find a real power source for augmentation.
My power is real. I've given my golem an emotion replicator. That's enough to compete with you all. It's merely scripted emotion, not organic. Your golem runs on empty energy. Is that so? Then allowing my golem to compete should be harmless, correct?
Ah, what have we here? The amateurs have gathered their golems for a little playtime.
Get out of here, Plin. This doesn't concern you.
My only concern is that you're so afraid of my golem you felt you had to exclude me. So sad, really.
What makes you think your golem could defeat any of our champions?
Because my golem is powered by waste. Everything you disregard, my golem consumes as energy.
So many words, so much drama. But what does any of it really mean?
Put simply, my golem recycles all exerted energy back into power for its own use. An endless energy supply.
Ho-hum. Endless energy may win a golem battle or two, but one blow to the magic crystal matrix and it's over.
I was hoping not to have to humiliate you with a demonstration, but you've left me no choice. WST 8100, ready protocol Plin 65Y.
His golem is charging up for an attack. None of us can defeat him alone. We'll have to work together.
Agreed. Count Terranexic in.
Aeronotics will help.
Hydrone Unit is ready to fight.
Incinergen 2.
HRT 7777, get ready to blast.
Go! By your powers combined, I am
Golems!
No! All my work! Wasted!
Meta Golem sweeps away the trash.
I will rebuild. Enjoy your puny victory, for I will crush you tomorrow.
Ha ha! That should teach Plin a lesson.
Indeed. Programming our golem's core matrices to be compatible with each other was brilliant.
I think that's enough action for one day. Geniuses and geniusettes, I'll see you anon.
But next time we meet, it will once again be as foes instead of friends.
Whatever. Good night.
Hopefully next time we will meet, it will still be on friendly terms. So give us a like if you had fun so far, subscribe and hit the bell to join us next time when we will go back to school and we will find a tribute to one of the most beloved faces from ArenaNet. But until then, happy exploring!